welcome back to Brighter Shores. We're back in the mines, making moderate T-Rex dinosaur skeletons for 24 hours. 128,000 XP and 98 silver. Adds up. That is bone rate 133. Now fabricate a moderate 5 to 9 spear and grind moderate bone wheel cement. But we actually can't, because we don't have the bones we need for that, or the knowledge point to be able to do that. We could use some knowledge points here. That'd be a good plan. Moderate bone wheel cement. Gray bone shards from the place that still doesn't exist. No comp. I want to buy that to make that. And then this is potentially for future use. It really is going to mess with skill progression of picking it up in the next place skill. Because we're going to have a bunch of stuff we don't need. Oh well. Be more opportunities for things we can actually do for knowledge points, I guess. So when I get this knowledge point, get this activated, and we get 2 more. Just to have a stockpile here for future use. Figure out what we want to do for that. We got some skills that aren't at milestone 2 yet. This is 202, so we can't just have everything perfectly at milestone 2 or anything. Let's start that direction. What can we do? We don't need the pieces for a different passive or isn't too annoying to deal with. We'll figure something out here. Did some chef stuff. Got 133 here for the next thing, so technically it more just unlocked another thing. Knowledge point. Unlock the next chef thing. And now that's available instead, I guess. So, how far would that get us? 33 to 41 in chef. Uses the fish from 33 to 41 in fish, so that's done, I guess. Didn't help us with the other thing. You find something else to do now. Botanist was not the answer either. There's 133. Can never harvest brush tarragon, which is another passive unlocked. Would be better if we had like the stakes or something, but we don't. Got a knowledge point at least. We're gonna use that one on the bone wheel cement here, so we can keep working on that instead. We're really getting to the point here where we don't have options that aren't used for another passive. So we kind of just need to decide what we want to like not worry about doing the passives on. I guess probably if we don't do chef passives, because we can just do other things in here that make money and a lot of knowledge points, and they're very easy. We do profit with this, even though it says we lose profit with ingredients, but 80% of profit of part of it, a little bit. We're making some money, so that's something we could do. So instead of worrying about getting the stuff for this recipe for the sterlet, we could also do the fisherman stuff and not worry about that. But running around trying to chase down the fish is more annoying, so we could just start by just doing all of our cooking chef stuff for knowledge points. Got a knowledge point, put it in the botanist thing. Got 2 more knowledge points, ready to go for more things later. Let's get what we need for this moderate bone meal cement thing. Needs gray bone shards. Should be able to get this at the bone shop. Bone shards for bone meal cement. The gray ones. We'll get 23 of them. And when you bring this somewhere, info. The bone meal cement. Jones Bone Shop. Bone bank. Bone stuff with this? Where's the passive bone thing? Bone meal cement. There we go. Let's see here. Should just be able to use it, and it works. Knickknacks workbench, bone grinder. Let's be right. When it's up there, it means we actually can use it on the thing. Grinding moderate bone meal cement. 24 hours-ish. 23 and 3/4 hours? What's enough? 24. Well, maybe. And we get the first time bonus XP. There we go. So that'll work. 20.5 hours of moderate bone meal cement. 141,000 experience and 18.5 bags of the stuff. It's even kind of sacks. We're using sacks for this. We only used 19, 18.5. Yep. It's just a different looking sack. Look at that. Level 1. Well, milestone 1, level 35, bone rate. We got like 2 levels there, which is perfect. And then we have all this. Hopefully the things built with this don't fall down for builder in a place that doesn't exist still. So now we need to put that in a storage. Building materials bank. Okay, is there one around here? Timber bank, bones bank. Building materials. Maybe over here? Yeah, building materials bank. Okay, perfect. Put these in, bind bones, then that'll work. Because there's all the different banks. Or we can just go to storage, and also works. Let's all of this. Do we have any other stuff in here? Yeah, we got some basic cement. Okay. Works for me. We're gonna need more bones. It's the bone cement shards. Buy them all. Costs a lot. Can we even sell these? I wonder if we could even sell these. We can put them in storage. We can sell them back to them. Much like the leather, it's in theory useful later. But also kind of an investment. Anyways. 24 hours of cement. 6 bags of it. 165,000 XP. Milestone 1, level 37, bone rate. Now fabricate moderate, milestone 0 to milestone 9 wooden hexagon shields. They tessellate well, but we're not allowed to hold them. Because we are rock guys. 22 more hours of bone meal for 151,000 XP. That is milestone 1, level 39, bone rate. Beautiful. Go store this away. And go look somewhat at the new update. It's another one of the skills do a thing to help with the other skill systems. And this time, woodcutter into miner. Pass out these. Should probably put these in the bone bank. Be fine. The bone bank in here. Timber. Bones, yeah. Timber storage, building materials. Yeah, that's a couple different things. Bone bank. Okay. So we're gonna go into woodcutter. Go back all the way to 0, see which things we can pick up. It's gonna be a new thing. There's none in here. Something in the brambles. There it even says. Bamboo stakes, that'd be helpful for making all the stuff for botanist. Cape. Iron ore pickaxe resonator is here. And then there is basalt pickaxe resonator. It's kind of down in the other unlocks section. So all we have is milestone 1. So we have the iron ore pickaxe resonator from the cliffside shortcut. Bramble. One of the first ones here. Teleport to the forest, I guess. Let's go get this. Cliffside. Shortcut. Brambles. That's a thorny cut through brambles. Those are different brambles entirely. Level requirements and all that. A lot more brambles out here now. There is the resonator in the bramble. Double harvest. Got XP in this. Chop out the resonator. It goes into your woodcutter profession interface. Also, there's 200% knowledge. That's still fine. That for now. Woodcutter profession knowledge interface. Iron pickaxe resonator. Attach to your pickaxe. Mine attaches to your pickaxe. Mining iron ore with a resonator. There's a 5% chance of finding a geode. With the geode open for bonus XP. We just have an iron ore resonator. And then there's basalt. And then there's flantium. And there's flint. And there's duraben. There's granite. And there's adathril. And there's andesite. And there's carbonase. And that's it. Okay. So we should be able to see a miner here with the pickaxe. It's in theory connected. I'm gonna go mine some. It'd be lower level iron, unfortunately. Let's go see the iron. Let's get some of these geodes. Said what, 5%? Updated mining cavern. Rich cavern. Kind of close to where we currently are. Let's go in through the mine here. Why not? Bramble. And chop the bramble. Let's do path through it. We don't actually chop the bramble. This is gonna show this every time we get it. Every time we complete an action. Probably. To the mines. Iron ore. Okay. Miner here. Also have minecart work, which is also a thing here. Now requires different levels and everything. That's fine. Let's see if we can get some of this. This is the lower tier iron, so we can really specifically like want it. We're just here for the geodes, really. Double harvest. Yeah. The geodes, let's see, can be multiple different things. And there's some experience. It does require actively mining very specific ores at the start here, though. It's great, I know. Some more iron in here. Where? Just these ones? 2 additional ores in here, I guess. It also takes time for the close the interface button to pop up there. So that's great. Okay. Assuming this is actually connected. Attaches. Can you see it on the pickaxe, perhaps? Yeah, it looks like it's on there. There's a thing on the pickaxe. 5% chance. It's a 5% chance. Store this over in storage rift. Be fine. Double harvest. Okay. Here's the storage rift. Deposit all. That's a more recent change too. Ability to deposit all. It's convenient. Dun, 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 dun. See if this resonator will resonate here. I don't think we need this for anything. Probably sell it. Anyways. Oh, it stopped. Okay. Show me a geode. That's the right one. Iron ore resonator. Oh. There it is. Break open. Stonemason XP geode. And you get some XP. The geodes can be some XP in any of the mine skills. So, a little bit of extra XP in the mine while mining. Fair enough. Reasonable even. Okay. So that's what that does. Except for not really doing much manual mining of specific ores. So, not gonna get too much of that. Instead, it's back to the bone grinder. Used up all the great bone shards we had there. 23.5 hours, 113,000. That is milestone 1, level 40 bone rate. You can now brew modeled ram horns to fabricate moderate milestone 5 to milestone 9 longbows. Brilliant white, a slight eerie green twinge, and a sturdy full-length bow. Come. Let's see here. Still need to get one more level here, and we are out of bonus experience 2 times stuff, so hopefully one more day will do it. 22 hours of bone meal, cement, moderate, 1.6, 75,000 XP, definitely less. That is milestone 1, level 41. Can now assemble moderate Wendigo spooky skeleton. The one still roaming Hope Forest didn't look much different. Wendigo skeleton. Stop that. I'm gonna store this. Sell these other bones back. So we no longer have any use for these. Giving the reduced experience. And I lose money making the cement anyways. So. Trade. Sell. That back. Deposit all these. There's like a gold on this. If we wanted to, we could definitely get our money back for that. But in theory, it'll be useful for something. At some point. Alright. Bone. Knowledge. Skeletons. Okay. Let's do that. This is the final passive of Bone Rite Milestone 1. Right in here. Spooky skeletons. Not right in here. Other one. There's a new room for that quest and stuff. New mine quest coming at some point here. So we're doing mine things. Then after we get this Milestone 2, we'll do some stonemason stuff. We are wildly ahead with the weapon crafting stuff compared to when we actually can use the items for combat. There's gonna be a huge pile of moderate Wendigo spooky bones. Paid 32 copper for each skeleton. Yep, it's fine. Bone knowledge. Drink this. What's from this thing? Look at all these bones. Got a lot of bones in here. Got spooky bones, dinosaur bones, other. There it is. First 10 points, getting paid. Okay. And double XP remaining. And nearly 24 hours of assembling the skeletons. 147,000 XP and 135 silver. Not too shabby. Milestone 1, level 42 bone rate. Next level we get a thing. 24 hours. Full bonus here. 149,000 experience and 137 silver. It's pretty good. That is milestone 1, level 44 bone right. Can now fabricate moderate milestone 5 to milestone 9 pole axes. Mixture of an axe and a spear. It's got fire, two-handedness. Can't use it. Another 24 hours. Another 149,000 XP. 138 silver. And a bit of money here. 145. Okay. In terms of money, back to almost 10 and a half. We got a lot of money in cement right now. In storage. That's fine. Another 24 hours for the same amounts. The more we get 24 hours in a row, which is actually more than 24 hours, the more it's a problem. Because it's going to be less at some point here. 147. 5 to 9 crossbows. Very angry bow. Two-handed range. Death Skull Foray. Power that we can't use. Bone stuff. Or stone guy. Alright. And it's got 13% double XP remaining here. It's something. 22 hours. 112,000 XP. Definitely got to the end of the bonus here. So I get the full money though. That's at least something. That is milestone 1, level 48, bone right. Reach milestone 2 for all the milestone 2 stuff. And we'll be getting there. Question's gonna be 1 or 2 more days. Depends how close we are to 49, I guess. Circle half level? Probably 2 then. A paltry 73,000 XP here at the base / nerfed XP rate for 24 hours basically. Gets us to 149, but just barely. It's probably gonna take 2 more days here. In terms of other things we could do, this is bone right stuff, passives. You get 2 times XP for double this T-Rex skeleton. That's probably worth it. It's not bad. That's an idea. Info on this. 2695. Which of this is 3100, but at half. How much more T-Rex skeleton do we have? 48%. Okay. That should do it then. That should do it. A bit more XP for this. 129,000. That's better. Less money though, I guess. So depends what our goals are. What our goals were: milestone 2, bone right. Get active and passive XP boost plus 90%. Bone right bounty board, where you make the bone weapons and maybe bring them somewhere. A cape, we can't afford all of them all. Rigid goat horns brewed for truncheons and fork knickknacks. Milestone 2. There you go. So now we can stop here and go over to the last bit in the mine that we might need to work on. What are we working on here? Making some orb columns. Or white marble bases. Classic orb on a post. Okay. Well, let's head over there. Make some orb vases. Or orb, whatever. Something. With rocks. 21 hours of orb column outdoor sculptures. 129,000 XP, 98 silver. Make some money here. Milestone 1, level 38 stonemason. We can actually do stuff with stone stuff, so that's at least something. 11 gold too. Not bad. 140 for the next things. There we go. Got 73% more double. Working perfectly. 24 hours of statues, 146,000 XP and some money. Also 1 level 40 stonemason. We can etch some moderate granite. Strengthened with stay and ready to be carved. And make some moderate milestone 5 to 9 throwing hammers that we can't wield. For when you want to hammer stuff from a distance. Beautiful. We've also got the next thing in a profession that changes one other thing in a different profession. Alchemist. Potions for enchanting a tree. And then the tree drops something. Info. For this enchanted potion on an ash tree to enchant it. Enchanted ash tree can be sawed 4 times before it's felled. So I guess it's just longer lasting trees. But you need to use the potion on it. So you have to bring the potions, and then you can get a few more sawings. Except you can probably just normally just do the whole rotation anyway, so it's probably not gonna make that much of a difference. Or something like that. And of course, it's every milestone gets another single type of tree enchantment. So while you're going through the whole woodcutter milestone, you only get the helpful enchant for a little bit. And so you get all of them at the end of 500 levels worth of stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna keep chiseling. 23 hours of sculpting for XP and money. Is milestone 1, level 42 stonemason. Now chisel Newtail Mythstone boxes. Goblins like to store useful fluff and pebbles that they find in Mythstone boxes. Okay. So stop doing that. Go into stonemason. Mythtail new stone boxes. Knowledge point. This one here. Continue. Is that different amounts? Different things need different amounts. This dungeon boxes. In this sculpting room. Sculpting bench. Stoner bench. This is the sculpting room. Stoner bench, stoner bench. Yeah, it is stoner. Stoner bench. Nope. New recipe needs Newtail Mythstone. Do we have any Newtail Mythstone? In the stone bank. Marble. Mythstone. Newtail Mythstone. 62 of it. Perfect. A bunch of it. Go make some. Also, we need to consider which of these we have the double XP in. Let's see what we can get up to. The first. Fancy stone box. We have a very heavy box made out of stone. Or metal. Either way. Make boxes. We're getting boxes of boxes. One 200th of a box of boxes. Or something. It needs to go from 142 all the way to milestone 2. Okay. We will see. In 24 hours, we made 21.5 boxes and 175,000 XP. That is milestone 1 level 43 stonemason. Now fabricate a model stone 5 to milestone 9 great hammer. It's two-handed. It's tempeste power. What a great hammer. Our combat milestone is 2. Might need to work on that here too. Also, what do we do with these boxes? Stoneware store. Okay. That's over here. Sell some of these. Or all of them. We got the rocks from mining earlier, so essentially this is money. Info on this is 2.6. This is 7.4. In theory. All the price numbers are all something. Okay. Sell items. Sell all. Get some money. Beautiful. Okay. So what runs out first? The doubled experience or the rocks? There's 21.5 hours of this. For less boxes and less XP. But it still has 46% of the double. So if we're getting milestone 1 level 45 stonemason. Reach the next one for a sling. Okay. Sell these boxes. Or continue. Used up all the rest of the rocks. 21.3 boxes in XP. Also 147 stonemason. Can now make higher level slings. Let's fling those rocks. Yep. Okay. We still have some more percentage in there, so we'll buy a bag of rocks. Make another set of that. Boxes. More boxes. 139,000 XP. Milestone 1 level 48 stonemason. Just 2 more levels to unlock milestone 2. What are we gonna do for that then? Look over here. That is all that. We could do some more orb column sculptures. I think we had like a little bit of double left there. We need to make some white marble vases. Once. Okay. Let's see what this is. Indoor? No. So, it's outdoor. Yeah, 12%. It's not great. It's something. 100,000 XP in that 24 hours there. That's enough for 149. One more level to go. Out of double. How much more XP do we need here? Half a level. Okay. More than half even. Do we have any white marble for the white marble vases? 'Cause that still has double. That'd be better. Marble. White marble. 17.9. So we get a few more. That'd be good. Sell these boxes. Buy some marble. Okay. 22 hours of that. Got a couple rocks left, that's fine. 128,000 XP is enough. For milestone 2, stonemason. Get the faster XP, the cape, the new rock, average flint, etched, all that shit ready to go. Average, milestone 10 to 14 hammer fist. And you can punch as if you have fist of stone. And coarse limestone bowls is the new passive thing that we'd have to unlock. Don't put anything too acidic in a limestone bowl. We have a bowl with a hole. Stop. Face the camera in normal direction. Store the stone and the vases here. Sell the vases because actually you can't store them. They only get sold to one shop. That is milestone 2, everything in the mine. And also forager. So that's something. Not the civilian. Sell the vases. Almost 12 gold now. Not bad. Okay. So here we are, in the mine. Little milestone 2 and everything. Anything have bounties or anything coming soon? World events, dungeons. We got the bone right bounties, blacksmith bounties, stone bounties wouldn't be able to do because that's milestone 3. No world events yet, no dungeons or anything. Still working on the bounty boards of make the thing and sometimes bring it somewhere. And the one-off get one thing to upgrade a different thing. Profession connections. Anyways, we actually do have something we can actually do, I think. On the list here? Yep. Fractured reality. Highest level foe, milestone 4. Oh no. The foes are milestone 4? We are milestone 2. Well, that's looking like it might be, we just literally can't do this. So that's good. Where is, yes. However, milestone 120 and milestone 125, that's only 75. We're at 100. So we are well and truly there in terms of the skills. We are catastrophically underleveled because combat is so bad. And we've never wanted to do it for any reason. That is a wild level requirement for that. Milestone 4? Ugh. We have to get all the way through milestone 3. And the whole faux pack shenanigans. 6 levels off here. And then we would need to do another 50. That's 56 levels to be roughly on level. We'll do the quest up to that point. See how we're doing. Talk to Graham in the truck cave. Okay. That's over kind of in this area. Teleport to deep mine, I guess. See what we need to do. Or how far we can make it before the ludicrously overpowered enemies defeat us. All these, everything, just everything about it. What part of the truck cave are you in? The upper section or the lower section? In the truck cave. Alright. Recenter. Nope. Looking at a track going that way. Let's see. Maybe. You there, I could do with a hand here. It's unusual to see a productive kobold. What can I help you with? Don't feel like working for kobold. Goodbye. Unusual to see a productive kobold out here. I do mostly prefer an easier life, but this is important. What can I help you with? I'm trying to recover my pet metalliths. Volgad the Destroyer and Penelope. Sent them down this track in a cart back when I was a little koboldling. Thought it would be fun until I realized I'd never see them again. I heard we're finally allowed in the deep mine after all these years. So finally, I had hope we can be reunited. Need help making some new track here. Sex a spirit track about. You could use that. Actually, you seem to have a monster. You could fix it. Just any track would be fine. That's the digging machine track. This scaffolding has a custom narrow gauge. Okay. What do you need in order to fix it? Do you get on well with Gretel the gnome? I think so, yes. She's happy I solved the mutant guard problem. Good. Take this bent piece of track to her. She can help fashion. See if she can help fashion a replacement. Alright. At the Gnome Forge. It's just right up here. Faster to take the north portal stone? Probably. Mine. Northeast. Ah, teleports. Some of the best quest rewards, honestly. Yeah. Okay. Let's get in here. Talk to Gretel. Yep, there. Talk. Crystals. There are some more tracks like this. Oh, a narrow gauge. 73 SSB. We don't get much call for them these days. It's narrow but strong because it's used for bridging gaps. Let me check our inventory. Dear, that's very old stock. Apparently we kept it in Storage Cave A. I can go check Storage Cave A. Where is it? That's the cavern we let Tommaso and Theris set up TNT's explosives in. We cleared out all the junk when they moved in. Guess some of it might not actually have been junk. We've chucked it down the junk chute. This is the key to the junk chute. Well, the cave it is in has been infested by cockroaches. Guess they're attracted to our junk. Okay. Key to the junk chute. Here's the cockroach cave. So, cockroaches, junk. Also going to be getting some new spots on the map here. Right here. And anything else? Something over here maybe. Got a question mark happening here. That's probably this, like, stone bounty board thing. Probably. Or whatever. Something over here in the mine shafts. That would make sense for going through the mine shafts. Or potentially even further. It's also possible. Grubby shutters. Unlock. Alright. Open it. Just open it up. I'm gonna jump down, climb through into there. Too steep to climb down with your bare hands. Okay. Maybe some narrow gauge track down the junk chute. Cockroach there. Use item. A rope. Okay. We just carry a rope on us all the time. We got more spaces in here for things. Anyways. Now we're facing this direction. We walk out into the trash cave. Okay. Rummage through load of rubbish. Rummage. Got some trash. Load of old rubbish. Some of this stuff has been here a long time. I'm collecting narrow gauge track in the trash cave. Piece of narrow gauge track. How much some more? Any more track? That's in this particular heap. Got another heap over here. Got heaps worth. Ooh, even more. Lovely. Okay. Collected some narrow gauge track. For Gary's a truck cave. Okay. Is it awkward to try to get out of here? No. You say something? Oh dear, I can't get back out this way. I'll need to teleport. Alright, sure. Never too many problems when we just keep teleporting whenever we want. Everything works out. Ish. I think this spot closer to this teleport or this teleport. Pretty similar. Doesn't really matter in the long run, does it? Huh. Let's set this up here. Grayman. Got some replacement track. There you go. Excellent. I shall replace it now. Replaced. Okay. If you can pull the lever and release a cart, then I'll hop in. Push lever, push lever, push lever. The points aren't set correctly to bring the cart here. That's not too surprising, is it? Push the lever. 2. The cart plummets up the other track, smashing into other minecarts below. As expected. And rotate that one. That's really what we need. We just need this one to not be pointing that direction. Can't go that way either. Okay, that's good. We unpull the previous one. That should have this go that way and then that way. Something like that. Levers. They do things. Stop! What's the issue? Riding the cars is against our health and safety policy. There are likely breakages or obstacles further down the track. We need to rescue Raymond's pets. We wouldn't want to go against health and safety. Oh man. Do we have any other options then? That's against the health and safety, like breakages. We need to rescue Raymond's pets. Yeah, we've just fixed the track over there and everything. Sir has opened the deep mine. Should be a way to walk around to see where the track leads. Wait, you're the legendary explorer who braved the deep mines. Do you see where the track goes? I've not seen where it leads, but I could investigate. As long as you're not trying to ride trucks, I'll leave you to it. Okay. So now we need to look in the deep mine, over this way, up that way. Where do the tracks lead? Let's find out. Until we get attacked by something. Then it's all over. It's in the deep mines. It's deeper and more dangerous. Or something. Huh. Turntable. Angry blobs with range attacks. So we get stuck in combat and then walk to the end of the area. Specifically requested to move through it. Just keep going. Where is clicked here? I don't know. Anyways, cast immunity and then we can walk through. Let's use some of the fear potions we made. It would also technically be something. Anyways. The squid beasts are locked. We can't even fight these. Walk through this tunnel. Flooded depths. Here's this. Here's a door. Well, if this door has been closed the entire time, they probably didn't get far in here. Oh, here comes a cart. Oh no! The door is no longer closed. Guess Crane decided to send an empty cart this way. But we didn't break any health and safety policies. Where's it go? Odd cavern. A floaty squid beast. Doesn't look like it's up there by choice. Okay. Got eggs. Talking squid beast. Giant mushroom stump. Giant mushroom remains. Oh, there's the angry squid beast. Milestone 4 enemy. He's bubbling. There's a duck. Bubbles. Take a giant mushroom. Hands off, that's mine. Talking squid beast. How's it going? Wow, you're new here. You got past that door. Technically. See metaliths. What on earth is going on in here? What's with all the weird giant mushrooms and floating squid beasts? Oh yes, there's so much weird stuff around here. Like I can talk, that freaks me out. Cause like, it's not a squid beast thing. What's caused all this? Not sure. Strange spell stuff went on and world broke. The world broke? That sounds dramatic. Know how the magic happened? I don't know. I'm just a squid beast. But feels more odd stuff in the next room. Want to know more? You could go there. Have you seen any metaliths around here? Might be one in the next room, but it's more odd in there than here. It's already pretty odd. Any idea how I could get to the next room? There was a bridge. It's made out of those things that make spores. Took one of them to bits, so you can't get it. Can't get in. Things that make spores? You mean a mushroom bridge? Why did you dismantle it? Next room is too odd, so it might not be safe. Who knows what might come from it, so we all took one piece of bridge each. But back the bridge, you could get in there. Can I have your piece of mushroom bridge? Not sure that's safe, but I need some help with things, so if you help me, then I'll help you. I have had these eggs here a long time, but they're cold, so they sleep. Take this heat rock. This will be made as a nest. How do I do that? Carve it out as a nest shape? I'm not all that sure. I'm just a squid beast. Okay. Got this warmth rock carved into a rock nest. Okay, carved into that. Let me talk to you. Investigate Rusty's squimball catapult. An inscription says, Imaging's patent squimball catapult. That's weird. How'd this get here? I thought this cave had been sealed for decades. Imaging surely isn't that old. That's information. We just sit on the other side of here and use range attacks and just win. Angry. He's not happy at all. Take giant mushroom camp. It's gonna try to kill me when I touch this. Look at this. Squishy. Mine, hands off. 3. That's a 399. We hit 20s. Yep. 4 hit. Okay. So that's what we're up against here. But we're fine. Let's go make the rock. At the Commonwealth, odd cavern. But a level, milestone 4, level 5, Angry Scooby stopped me. Boy, it sure did stop me. My goodness. We're flying into a rock nest. Where would we carve this? Does it say where? Can just use it. No. The goblin well. It's over there. Can we carve anything? Any of these? Use with stoneware bench. Okay. We've been carving some stuff out of stone over there on these before. That's something. Making rock nest. Beautiful. We are overqualified for this by like 25 levels or something. Now if we could transfer all the extra mine levels into combat, we'd be a little bit closer to be able to actually do something here. Goblin well, Kimchig, tell you about the thing. Need some help fixing one of your squimball catapults. Wait, why now? How do you know about squimball catapults? Found one in the deep mine. That makes no sense. Never made a squimball catapult. It was just a design concept I was playing with. Well, whoever put it in there left an inscription crediting you. This is something I need to see for myself. Maybe we can even get it up and running. I'll see you down there. Alright. Teleport to the deep mine. Hand over the nest. Look at the catapult. Come back. Fix a piece with one of the other skill things. Still not be able to fight the angry one. That's where we're at currently. Calm. Calm. Step to the end, become invulnerable. It's not in the least bit dangerous. It's just slightly time consuming. Because everything is scaled levels and formulaic and everything. Anyways, walk through the water, go in here. Talking squid beast. Alright. How's that nest you said you would make? Yes, I have it. Rock is a good shape. You put it on the floor with the eggs on top now. Okay. Let's use the item on the eggs. Can we take the eggs first and put the rock? I was gonna say, put the eggs on top of the rock, not the rock on top of the eggs. Perfect. Good job. Just what I need to keep my eggs warm. You can take the stock bit now. Giant mushroom stump. There you go. I've got the middle, and the angry one has the mushroom cap. Piece of disassembled mushroom. Jake, how's it going? Can't believe my catapult design is here in physical form. It's a weird place in here. Do you have any idea who might have made this catapult? No idea. Where the inscription looks to be in my handwriting. What ammunition does a squimball catapult use? Squimballs, of course. That's why I call it a squimball catapult. Fair. What is a squimball? That is a good question. It's a projectile made out of bones designed to give a good flinging arc. We have a diagram of some fragments here. We can make that. How do we fix this? The problem here is that the spring has rusted right through. Can we get a new one? Not sure. We're able to forge a new one, but you'll need a material that exhibits both high elasticity and high tensile strength. Take the old spring as an example of the sort of thing we need. You can find something appropriate around here. Okay. Giant mushroom remains. Use item. Here's the giant mushroom stalk. It's 1/3 of a bridge that we could just literally just jump over and be fine. Angry mushroom up. Take this lamppost. Don't fight me. Squishy. It's a wiggly lamppost. The perfect thing to make a spring out of. You collect a part of the checkpoint. It's strangely springy. Reality checkpoint. Nope. No reality here. Clearly. What's got all these interesting little things just floating around? Fascinating. Okay. Go make a squimball and another thing. We're back to the other part of the mine. Maybe we need to go to the other part of the mine, depending on where we need to make these. One of them is going to be a blacksmith thing. The other is going to be a bone right thing. Okay. This part's all quite doable, obviously. Alright. Unforge this bit. Forge it up. Huh. Make a new spring. Perfect. And over to... see if we can open this area up over here. Since we're here. Where's the other part? Continue to the here's the Bonatron station. This is where you bring the bone weapons sometimes for the bounty thing. Other spots. Let's move that way. That was the part that was over there. Maybe not. So that's new because it's from the other update. But anyways. Let's go make these squim balls or something out of bones. Collection of assorted bone fragments. Alright. Go over to the bone stuff area. Do some bone stuff. Knickknacks. Yep. That looks spiky. It's because it is. Cool. Make some squim balls. Projectiles made of bone. Perfect. Teleport. Deep mine. There you go. Back through here. We got our fear potions on us. Yep. Kind of a waste to use it for one run through them. And the other potions are also something. Lasting for one fight. We do have some healing potions, 35%. But obviously that's not gonna save us. Also, we can't get more of these currently because they're a higher level now. So none of that's gonna help us against something. Be 25 for all that. 31. 36 levels higher. Or something. Even more. Fix this with the spring. Spring catapult. Give it a swim ball. Reload. Fire. Okay, just stood right there. What angle are we even on? Got it. He's still floating though. Take floating mushroom stock. Use floating mushroom stock. Is the stock itself floaty? Middle section of a berry mushroom. Yep, there you go. Use it. This little sitting area over here. Bathtub. Things are getting weird. Can't believe my catapult design is here in physical form. Gotta go now. Guess my eggs are all snug and warm now. Alright. And that is the correct response here. I've got to go now. There is this over here. Milestone. Is even milestones are 50 levels. These level things are just a disaster in here. So it's 6 levels to get to 3, and then another 50 levels, and then another 5. So it is 61 levels ahead. With passive training, that is at least a month, basically. Active training combat is not good either. And we'd have to get, compared to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, at least 8 more knowledge points. With the way combat currently is, I'm very uninterested in doing that. And honestly, kind of where everything is at this point. The quests, pretty much fine, good times, interesting. Actually doing things, incredibly tedious, very unnecessary for the most part, honestly. With the idea of maybe at some point adding world events and dungeons, which hopefully are things you can actually go and do, and not just grinding out the same thing in 10 different colors, and then sometimes bringing something to a bounty board, and then having to actively train to get points to be able to do passives, which are fighting with the active training, whether you want to get things passively to use for other things, or level this skill or not this one. And the still complete lack of the main story continuing to Stonewall Hill, which is at difficulty 1 star. Reach Stonewall Hill, the red robed sorcerer, doing all the corruption magic and things. From a golden cog. About if I can find him. We're just waiting for the Dwarven Council to exist. We got all these things that are only used in the Stonewall Hill professions. They don't exist yet. I don't really have time right now to be grinding out knowledge points. I think, at least for now, I'm kind of done, honestly. Maybe in the future, when there is more actual completion, or like the full release or whatever, we will see. But for now, we can't fight this. We can't go look in this room where things are even more weird. And once the membership, because this is a game that has monthly membership, runs out, we'll probably be kicked out of the mine here. Maybe if we just don't log in until whenever it's actually released and ready to actually be played, we can just stand in this room forevermore. Next time, very large question mark. Goodbye.